Now, I'd heard legends about this dude, Captain N. He was the kind of hero you only hear about in stories, the kind that seems too good to be true. But the tales were persistent, and they all pointed to one thing. Captain N was real. They said he was a regular teenager who got sucked into his TV and became a hero in some digital world called Videoland. But word on the street was, he was back. And not just back in Videoland, but here, in our world. The rumors were flying and everyone was talking about it. What could bring a hero like Captain N back to Earth? And he needed my help. Yeah, you heard that right. Me, an ordinary guy, was about to team up with a legendary hero. It was surreal, but there was no time to question it. The stakes were high and the clock was ticking.
Hey there, 100, 200, you know what? I'm just gonna call you Bronx. It was a bit of a mouthful and Bronx had a nice ring to it. Plus, it felt right. We were going to be partners after all. Name's Captain N, and I need a robot with your skills to save the world. Again. The way he said it, with such confidence and determination, made it clear that this wasn't his first rodeo. He'd done this before, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Save the world? Me? It was a lot to take in. One minute I was just another face in the crowd, and the next I was being recruited by a legendary hero to save the world. It was overwhelming, to say the least. This Bronx bot was about to be a global hero. And not just any hero, but one that would stand alongside Captain N. It was a big deal and the pressure was on. But Bronx was ready. You could see it in his eyes, or whatever robots have for eyes. Now all I needed was a theme song. Because every hero needs a theme song, right? Something to get the adrenaline pumping and set the stage for the epic adventure that was about to unfold. And this was going to be one for the history books. Captain N brought some friends. First up was Checkpoint, this super buff dude built like a brick house. Seriously, the guy's biceps had biceps. He was kind of quiet, but when he did talk,
"You can do it, we believe in you."
It was kind of intimidating, but hey, at least he was supportive. Then there was Bowser, this giant spiky turtle with a serious anger management problem. I swear the dude could breathe fire when he got mad. But luckily, he had Blitz, this little puppy, to keep him in check. Blitz was all energy, bouncing around and barking like there was no tomorrow. Bowser grumbled a lot, but deep down I think he kinda liked the little guy. So what was this world-ending threat we had to stop?
Enter Willie Bright, a villain straight out of one of those old cartoons Captain N used to tell us about. Seemed this guy had figured out a way to control all the world's technology.
With this remote, he cackled, I can make toasters dance, phones sing opera, and robots? Well, robots will do what I tell them.
He pointed the remote at me, but I just swatted it away.
Nice try, pal. This Bronx bot ain't taking orders from no remote.
Finding Willie Bright was a real pain. Turns out the dude was hiding in plain sight. His secret lair? A laundromat. Who would suspect a villain would hide in a place this boring?
But this wasn't just any laundromat. Behind one of the dryers was a secret passage leading down, down, down. Whoa! I shouted as we slid down a giant, twisty slide. It was like being back at the playground, only way more slippery and with higher stakes.
Woohoo! Yelled Blitz, loving every second of it.
Bowser, on the other hand, was not a fan. The slide finally deposited us in a huge, futuristic room. Gadgets whirred, lights flashed, and robots zipped back and forth. Willie Bright was waiting for us.
Welcome, heroes. Prepare to be amazed and defeated.
He pressed a button and a dozen robot guards surrounded us.
Looks like we got a fight.
Don't worry, Captain. This robot's got this. The battle was epic. It was a clash of titans, a showdown that would be remembered for ages. The air was thick with the smell of burning circuits and the sound of clashing metal. Every move, every strike was a testament to our determination and resilience. We fought not just for ourselves, but for the future of our world. Laser beams flew, metal clashed, and Blitz chased his tail in circles, barking like crazy. The chaos was almost surreal, a blend of high-tech warfare and unexpected moments of levity. Blitz, our loyal robotic dog, provided a brief respite from the intensity, reminding us of the lighter side of our mission. Amidst the chaos, his antics brought a smile to our faces, even if just for a moment. Finally, after what felt like hours, we defeated Willie Bright and his robot army. The battlefield was littered with the remnants of our struggle, a testament to our hard-fought victory. Each fallen robot was a reminder of the challenges we had overcome. The sense of relief was palpable, but so was the exhaustion. We had given everything we had, and it had paid off. "Looks like you're all washed up, Bright," I said, giving him a robotic thumbs down. It was a moment of triumph, but also one of reflection. Willie Bright, once a formidable foe, now lay defeated at our feet. His ambitions of domination had been thwarted, and justice had prevailed. The thumbs down was more than just a gesture, it was a symbol of our unwavering resolve. We handed Willie Bright over to the authorities, who were still trying to figure out how to turn off all the singing phones, and the world breathed a sigh of relief. The authorities, though competent, were clearly out of their depth with the peculiarities of Bright's technology. The singing phones were a bizarre reminder of his eccentricity, but as they took him away, we knew the world was a safer place.
We did it! The words echoed through the air, a collective cheer of triumph. Our team, a diverse group of heroes, had come together to achieve the impossible. The celebration was a mix of laughter, tears, and high fives. Each of us had played a crucial role, and now we could finally bask in the glory of our success.
Captain N shouted, giving me a high five. His enthusiasm was infectious, and it spread through the team like wildfire. The high five was more than just a gesture. It was a symbol of our unity and shared victory. In that moment, we were more than just a team. We were a family bound by our shared experiences and triumphs.
You were awesome, Bronx. The words were simple, but they meant the world to me. In the heat of battle, it's easy to forget the impact of our actions. But hearing those words reminded me of the importance of recognition and support. It was a moment of validation, a reminder that our efforts were seen and appreciated.
Even Bowser managed a grunt of approval. For someone as stoic and reserved as Bowser, this was high praise indeed. His grunt was a rare acknowledgement of our success, a sign that even he recognized the magnitude of our achievement. It was a small moment, but it carried a lot of weight. As for me, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 900, the robot from the Bronx, I stood there amidst the ruins of the battlefield, reflecting on the journey that had brought me here. From the bustling streets of the Bronx to the heart of this epic battle, it had been a long and arduous path. But every step, every challenge had shaped me into the hero I had become. I learned that day that being a hero isn't about having a cool name or a fancy suit. It's about the choices we make, the actions we take, and the values we uphold. It's about standing up for what's right, even when the odds are stacked against us. It's about courage, integrity, and the unwavering belief in a better future. It's about standing up for what's right, even if it means facing down a villain in a laundromat. Because at the end of the day, it's not the battles we fight that define us, but the principles we stand for. And as I looked around at my team, I knew that we were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, together.